Good morning and greetings from Northumberland on the 9th of August. It's another lovely morning. Yesterday we watched the concluding ceremony of the Commonwealth Games. I have to say I wasn't incredibly inspired by the music, although there were one or two tunes from my more youthful days that I remembered. There was also a lot of display and dance, but there was one image that struck me most of all, and that was the image of the raising of a tower. In this portrayed story, some people were struggling to raise this tower, and then suddenly people from different nations and cultures and groupings came together. And together they raised the tower. The tower that had defeated one group of people was raised by a combination of all people working together. It was a parallel in the story of Birmingham, of the way in which different nations had come to Birmingham, invited by the government to help rebuild the city after the war. And so, as I remember from when I lived in Birmingham in the 1970s, there were people of Afro-Caribbean descent, there were people of Asian descent, Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, and there were people from other nations too, and from earlier immigrations, people of Irish descent. And the symbol of the picture was that all these people working together could make a difference. We're facing a crisis in our country and indeed in the world over the next few months, a crisis about the cost of living and the cost of energy. And one thing that Scripture tells us is that we have to be a community. We're called to be brothers and sisters. Tomorrow, and I'll talk about it tomorrow, we celebrate the life of Lawrence, deacon in Rome, whose charge was to care for the poor. In the challenges that we face in the coming months, there is no room in the Christian gospel for people to profit from them. There's something wrong when vast profits are made out of the poverty and deprivation of others. The symbol of the Commonwealth Games yesterday, of the all working together to achieve something, is one that it's important. And it's important for us as Christians to take that to heart and to speak for it and to act for it and to vote for it, so that the most vulnerable people are supported and sheltered by those who are stronger and richer. Jesus says it's how we look at the poorest people, the sick, the prisoners, the poor, that will be one of the criteria for the way in which God looks at us. So let us remember that better together is a really, really important message. Better together helps us to overcome difficulties and dangers, and above all is faithful to the gospel of Christ. May God bless us. May God stay with the people of Ukraine as we continue to work with and support them. And may God help us to help each other in his love.